What's up, Ian from Powerhouse Miniatures, how you doing? This is the first of a small series I'm going to do about how to magnetise your miniatures. So very first, this is an Imperial Knight Titan. It's the Warden variety with almost all of the weapon options magnetised, so not everything. And I'll explain which ones obviously I've not magnetised. There's only two things, but you'll see when we get there. So it's a chaosified version, basically. It's going to be a Slanesh one. So the whole piece, I've got a few little conversions on, trophy racks and a little Chaos Undivided symbol in the centre where there would normally be the Mechanicus or the Imperial Aquila, whatever you call it. So near enough every weapon option is magnetised, and I've left some things off obviously to prime and paint and everything. So the main body of the Titan itself, I'm going to do all silver with a primer and the airbrush and stuff, and then each one of the arms and stuff I'll do separately and do the airbrush separate. So basically I've used 3mm and 5mm round N52 neodymium magnets. Now, I don't claim to know about rare earth metals, but neodymium is one of those. In terms of like an investment opportunity and everything, I think China mines them and all the rest of it, but it's like one of the strongest magnets that you can buy. I use Spider Magnetics on eBay. Really quick dispatch and everything. They don't pay me, but they should. So yeah, I use all sorts of their different ones, and yeah, N52 I believe has the strongest magnetism of some of the ones you can get, and that's neodymium, which is one of the rare earth metals. So on the main guy itself, we got 2 5mm magnets on the arm pieces. So again, these come away. You can build them, I think you build them the same, to be honest, and they just sort of attach on the end piece just there. So we got these two, and then the whole piece was drilled just there with a 3mm N52 neodymium magnet. So all round magnets obviously. So on the arms itself, you got the left and right arm. The polarity is all the same. So on this one, this is magnetised twice. So you get a bit of green stuff inside the centre of the part that'll attach, like that. Or on the other side, there. And again, it rotates a little bit, and you can still move these pieces. I've not glued them down yet, but you get a really good strong hole, which is why you want the 2 5mm. And you could even put a little green, a long sausage piece of green stuff, and you could mask these little gaps there, which would stop it spinning quite as much as well. But then again, it's not a problem. It's sturdy enough, you know. You can nudge it and knock it and stuff like that, and it's still fine. So this is the first one. This is the most, I guess, the most complicated one, or at least it's got 2 magnets. So again, I filled the centre bit with green stuff and then pushed the magnet in, and then while it's still wet and the magnet's inside, you rub it on something flat. So I use my table to make sure that it was perfectly flat against the edge, so there's no overlap. Coming from the top, to make sure that when they connect to each other, they're nice and flush and stuff. So there's this one, and then again these bits aren't glued, so this bit comes away. But this is the thermal cannon, obviously, which I'm magnetised to the front, so you can have the thermal cannon. Oop, this way up, like that. Or take this bit off, and then you got the battle cannon. Nice and good. And then again the stubber fits there, but I've left that off for the ease of painting stuff. Again, that's going to be silver, obviously. So there you go. So that's the first one. Badass. And then the other arm, you got the Reaper chainsword, like that. Or you got the Thunderstrike gauntlet. And again, I've not glued any of these. That will need gluing if you want it in a sort of, depending on how you want the elbow positioned. But there you go, it's posable at this point. I'm probably going to glue it so it's like there or something, like an 80-degree angle or something. So that's that. Boom, looking awesome. And then on this side, I'll take this one off, and again split it in half. And then you got the Gatling cannon, which is going to sit like there. That one doesn't need magnetising, obviously, because you're not going to interchange it. But and again, I've not glued these together, so it'll just it will sit on itself like that. So that's the Gatling cannon as well. And again, if you wanted to, you could avoid having 2 of these pieces by putting more green stuff inside this one and then having it attached to there. It does sort of fit, but just not very well. So like there, if you got the magnet, it would sit, but if you see it's not flush. So these little connecting pieces, these little little supports, don't fully attach to the to this body, which is why I did the other one. And again, these pieces come apart, so that'll prime silver. This will be prime black and then airbrushed with the pink colour that I'm going for. and then I'll glue it to this piece eventually, and then that'll be a standalone arm. And then on the hull piece, again, drilled in the very centre of the hull, we've got the 3mm round N52 neodymium magnet, got the Icarus autocannon, so that sits on the top. Or you got the, which one is this? The Storm Spear rocket pod. So there you go, and that'll sit obviously on the top. Going to be a nice chaosified one. It's going to be a Slaanesh one, the end, look awesome. So these two off the end. So that is it. That's everything. That's every option near enough, apart from I'll take the Thunderstrike gauntlet off. We got on the front, I've glued down the melter gun, and of course you could have the stubber there. And I imagine if you chop this bit off, that'd be in diameter about 3mm, so you could probably magnetise that quite easy. But I haven't done it because the guy wanted the melter gun, the customer wanted the wasn't going to use the stubber, so that's why I did that. And then the other one as well, the rocket pod. You can also have the Iron Storm missile pod, and this bit, because it's curved like a lip, it would have been quite difficult to do. On the inside, this is hollow obviously, so on the inside it would have needed a support or something like that, or a load of green stuff to sort of fill a little bit in, and then maybe you could like magnetise the back, but obviously I didn't do that on this in particular one. So it's not fully magnetised, you know, not 100% magnetised, but yeah, you've got the stubber or the melter gun or the Iron Storm missile pod instead of the Storm Spear rocket pod. So that's it. Apart from that, that's everything magnetised. So as I said, I've left everything off for the ease of priming and assembly and everything like that. But really quickly there, when you've assembled everything, if you wanted a specific kit, obviously you would have normally gone for the Errant or Paladin. And if you want the Crusader, the Gallant or the Warden, it's real worth magnetising all these different bits, because right now I do all these obviously on commission for people all over, and I've done several of these now, but really easy and really quickly, like I said, with the magnets. A little bit of green stuff, you roll up the green stuff and put it inside, place the magnet, flatten the magnet off, and then I put a little piece of super glue and sort of like rub that across each one of the bits just to sort of seal it in, and then there you go. You've got all 5 variants near enough there, so apart from the little the missile pod one, if you want a specific one, you get to choose one of 2, and then instead of the stubber you can have the melter gun or whatever. So that's pretty much it. So you say you got every single option, all magnetised together, super satisfying to have them all. So I charge 210 quid for this, which is everything. It's the kit, assembly, clean up, magnetising, priming, painting, basing, delivery, all that, everything, like the full service, whatever. 210 quid, and I do them on eBay. So if you're interested, I'll put a link if there's one on my shop at the moment that you can buy or commission me to do. But there you go, absolutely badass. So altogether, totally worth doing that. Like I said, you can have all 5 variants apart from the 2 little ones that I mentioned. This one's a chaosified one, so check out my channel before long, and you'll have I'll do a tutorial, like a painting showcase one of the finished miniature when it's finished. And that's it. So yeah, as always, check my Facebook page, which is facebook.com/Powerhouse Miniatures, and cheers for watching.